I see futures in all four of y'all right now. So if y'all didn't have somebody to let y'all know that right now, when y'all get to that point, y'all will never know. Like y'all be like, what's wrong? Y'all will never know what's wrong. And some people die with not knowing what it was within themselves that disturbed them from happiness. And I'm letting y'all know now, y'all just gotta align with purpose, find purpose. You get in that position to find your purpose, and then use that purpose to help inspire other people that's going through the same thing you're going through.
I don't know how to say it.
Little baby, you out, you know you was wrong. You lying, watch your tone. I'm too fine to be so alone. Not my kind, he's a clone. I'ma get money no matter the cost. Having some water, I'm having some boats. Got that dope, that's your loss. He's a worker and I am a boss.
We got a live on Lake Street mic.
Yeah. Alright, so we're here today with NLE Choppa for For the Air. Here to ask him a few questions. Came through the school, gave him a little tour.
How you feeling, Choppa?
Feel good. Feel too blessed. Feel extremely blessed to be here. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all woke me up. It's beautiful.
Man, you done took a walk through our playground. Anything you seen that was interesting to you?
Man, y'all, I mean, not even interested in the sense of I just feel like y'all are, first and foremost, y'all are the future. Y'all are the upbringing. And I'm taking a strong liking into, especially y'all, because I just talked to y'all in the studio, but in a sense, everybody here, because I just feel like this is the most opportunity I've seen as far as like for a dominant Afro type of vibe. Like this is very opportunist.
Yeah.
Opportunity. This is a very big opportunity.
I was gonna say, I know you walked in and was like, damn, there's a lot of black kids.
This will be home for me. If I was y'all age, this will be home. This will be something I want to wake up every day and be a part of. I just seen a few seconds of it, and I just know this is something I want to be a part of, because I feel like I find within myself what I want to do as far as what I want to get out of life. Because there's a lot of things when I was younger I wanted to do. I feel like implement something like this in my childhood with a high.
It's definitely a big opportunity. Like, I think the younger kids too, they find it hard to like grasp the concept of like you got a free studio, and then they grow into it. They get a little comfortable, you know. They do go through their stuff and they forget, but we do our best to bring them back around. You know what I'm saying? I'm 20.
How old are you?
I'm 17.
Just turned 18.
We same age.
Yeah.
Nah, but I agree with Quali though. A lot of kids, like my first year here, I was not in the studio like that. Like I was kind of new to rapping and stuff. I've been rapping for like 3 years, but I was like mad nervous in front of people, like phone shaking, trying to read my lyrics, sitting at the mic and stuff. Like it was not good. But now this year, yeah, I'm just like, I realize the access I have and like the opportunities, you know. So I'm taking like full advantage of everything.
For sure.
Everything.
Honestly, for me, this is my 4th year here. This is my senior year. Since my first year here, I've kind of been tapped into the studio, kind of literally dove in head first into everything. I got my certification that year. So for me to like come back in and see a lot of the younger kids following the same footsteps that I did, it feels good. But at the same time, there's a lot of kids who like free studio, like live life.
Yeah,
rap,
a lot of them.
money.
Yeah,
like all they get is
yeah.
money, rap, music. All these rappers doing this.
You can tell
they
the
don't
ones
realize
that are,
that it's a whole process that come with it. What
yeah,
was
you
that?
can tell the ones that really genuinely care about being in here, and like it's the difference between them, because they're in here, but they're not in here just to stay there in the studio.
Yeah.
Like they're in here because they love the music, they love the process of it. Like there's a whole bunch of like the kids I'd like hang around. Like I can tell, like Raya, for example, like I'm on some like I make all different types. Like I'll be singing, I'll be producing, like so I'm in all these different avenues, and me and Raya just connected this last couple of years, and what's it called? Like I could tell just by hanging around me, like she was like, I gotta stop rapping about all this drugs and violence and shit. Like, get me on a song,
Like,
one of your songs. Like I could tell, like that's the
on
type
to what
of.
he's saying, like, and it's weird because we're two totally different people with two totally different vibes. Like me, I came up off of, I was listening to Twista, I was listening to Mobb Deep, like you know.
Oh no, I'm on, I'm on that too. I'm on that too.
You
I
feel me?
came
But like,
up with the
like I incorporated what like their message into my music in the new school with a new school twist.
Yeah.
So that like what I was saying in the studio earlier, my first song that I ever dropped was a remix to Yo Shotta Flow. I listened to that and I was like, boom, perfect blueprint. And I'm not saying that's you in any type of way, but like for me to, that was the first thing that interested me, like the first style that ever interested me. And then I come here, then Quality's doing a whole different thing that kind of made me think like, damn, that's kind of raw. So I'm constantly trying to get them, take me out of my shell, take me out of what I usually do, like get me to be more versatile than what I really am.
And once you
feel
start to master, this, I ain't gonna lie, this is exactly how I started. Now it's like to the point, I've literally reached with me just trying to experiment different things and trying to experiment different sounds. Literally every time I leave the studio, or if I have a recording weeks, so I don't have like recording days. I just record like a whole week straight, and every song could be different. Like I make a drill one, then I come back, I do a love song, then I do something that's conscious, make you think. Like it's like a real routine, and I make it real repetitive.
Speaking of songs, I got a real question for you. Like, so I'm going across YouTube. Mind you, everybody know who Ice Spice is. You know where this question going. What made you make that song and basically name it after what she got going on?
Man, honestly, I was in the studio with Tay Keith, and he was playing me a few beats. And they were hard, but like I'm real picky with beats. Like I'm very picky. Out of 100 beats, I probably like 10 or 9, like that I strongly want to record on. So I told him, and I was like, he was playing something, and I said, man, I need something. You'll play Drake. And like we was about 7 beats in, and he looked at me. He was like, all right. Then he went to the next beat, and it was that beat. And I'm talking about as soon as he turned it on, I said, load it up. And I just locked in, and I just got in the vibe to where I was just writing. And I was just writing, and I was just writing. I write all my songs now, and I was just writing. And I got to the hook, and I said, man, I want to do something that's going to grab the attention of everybody. And I just felt like with the hook I made, I felt that was it.
Yeah.
It worked. You like training on
It was
YouTube.
like bad bitch, look like Ice Spice, she eating, she the real munch. but like, you know what I'm saying? It just registered because I feel like with music, you got like two sides of it. You got the women that's gonna talk they shit about the men, and then you got the men that's gonna talk they shit about the women. So sometimes I kind of like to feed into that type of thing, because you know when you listen to certain music, it's like damn, the females they coming at us. So it's like I kind of try to flip that to try to come back at the females in
Balance
a
it
sense
out.
to give like the men something to rock with. You know, it's something I do sometimes with music. I just feel like it's cool to flip it. You know,
Yeah.
in a
Are
sense.
you personally a fan of Ice Spice?
Personally a fan of Ice Spice. I feel like she got her own style. I feel like everybody got their own art.
Trying
I
to
can
bring controversy into this, right?
Not even. The way I was asking the question,
Yeah.
is the way anybody else would answer
Yeah,
the
for
question.
sure.
I personally, I won't listen to Ice Spice, but I will look at Ice Spice all the time.
Yeah, I understand it too. I mean, see me, what I've grown to realize is you gotta I kind of respect everyone's art.
Right.
Whether certain people make music that I don't listen to every day, or something that I want to listen to in my rotation, I can never like downplay it, because at the end of the day, I still I respect it, because at the end of the day, somebody listening to it, and that's probably their forte. I just know what mine is, but I can never like down it, like, motherfucker trash, they trash, because I don't like it, because that's their art. That's the way that they express themselves. So.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the reason you're here, this reading challenge. So what inspired you to start the challenge youth? Because we have a lot of rappers and just entertainers in general. Like, talk about the importance of education, but you took it a step further and actually gave them a goal to reach, like beginning with like we said earlier, the 20 million and then the 40 million words to read. Like, what made you want to connect in this way?
Just to pour in some to, I feel like rappers, we got a statistic to where it's kind of one lane with us, and it's just negative. I try to pour into the statistic that we can be more than, you know what I'm saying, what our music reflect. I feel like a lot of people are missing balancement in this today's age. Just like the same way I feel like back in the days, I always refer to Tupac because it's my favorite artist. I feel like Tupac, he can make the hit 'em ups, but at the same time, he can make songs like Keep Your Head Up. And things of that nature I feel is missing in this generation, in this era, because I feel like the songs like Keep Your Head Up or Dear Mama or Brenda Got a Baby was who he truly was as a person.
Yeah.
And the songs as far as like Hit 'em Up, Ambitions of the Ride, or things of that nature was like a split soul in a sense, but that's not who he always wanted to be. Who he was day to day was that Dear Mama, Brenda Got a Baby type. And I'm the same. I'm the exact same way. I feel in a sense I got like a split soul. I got this person that wanna do this, be the utmost positive, but sometimes I balance it out.
Yeah, you gotta. It's like the person you gotta become to survive, but then like who you are at your core.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to every day figure out a way to like really bring that out.
Yeah.
Once you out of that situation, because you still, it's just all mental. Like you become like it's hard to switch that.
Yeah.
Switch that the little switch that you got in
But
there.
once
so.
you learn it, that's when once you
once you
learn how
become
to
aware,
balance
right.
the positive and the negative, because you need negative. And you do need positive.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's like a battery. You can't charge nothing without a negative or a positive charge. Everything
You wouldn't
has a
know.
yin
You
and
wouldn't know
yang.
there was light without the dark. You wouldn't
Yeah.
know it was dark without the light. So
Hey, when you were talking about that, I had to jump in here because
push me
it
on the
it reminds me so much of when I was growing up. I grew up with Prince, and he was at the time. Parents didn't want their kids to hear his music, or because he had that double side. He was a Gemini, but as far as this new generation and hip hop and rap and what you're doing, I see you in the same light. And he was a close friend of mine. I knew him since we were 11, and we grew up together. And I think the opportunity that you have and you taking on this ideal around, education also. He did the same thing. He was a big supporter of the community and learning and education and becoming a lifelong learner and understanding your rights. And I really am feeling that from you.
And
you're so young and so intelligent and having that understanding. I just had to tell you that.
For sure, I appreciate that. And Prince is a person I looked up to as well. Like I look up to the people that I like to call the icons that make biblical type of history. So those people like Michael Jackson's, the people's like Prince, people like Tupac's, all these people, I take something away from them because I feel they're a part of me. I feel like we're all one. So when I look at certain people, I see them in me. Whether it's if they're on their last, if they're on the most negative verge, I've been on that verge. If they're on the most positive verge, I've been on that verge. In between, I've been on it. So I can relate to everything and everyone. And Prince for sure. I heard a lot of funny stories about Prince too. Just been around in the industry. One of my favorite Prince stories was I heard that he didn't too much like to take pictures, but in the sense of, I feel I'm the same way. Like, I like for people to ask me for pictures, and I take 90% of them when I'm asked. But as far as sneaking a picture of me, I'm like, why you just didn't ask? Like, I would have took it. And I remember they said it was this party they had. I can't remember who told the story. It was a party they had. I think it was the Grammys. And he had everybody meet up at his house or something. It was like in a basement or some part of his house, and they had this celebration. But he told everyone. He said it was this thing he had in the restroom that said some things aren't meant to be recorded or pictured. Pretty much in translation, some things are meant to just be memories and not to be recorded or something to be taken a picture of. And so one of the people read that in the restroom and ended up still taking like a picture of him or whatnot. What's crazy is they said I don't know how crazy it is, but they said the man had real magical powers, man. They said they said the picture that they took of him, once they looked at it at their phone and it turned to dark purple and disappeared. I swear to God. And like, I swear to God. And I was looking, I'm like, man, I said, that's some BS, bro. I'm like, that's not true. He's like, I swear to God. He's like, he sweared it like on everything. He said, first and foremost, when Prince walked in the room, he said, I promise you, Prince didn't even walk in the room. He like just he glid in the room.
Floated.
He was sliding like he wasn't even walking. I was like, yo. No, it's just
Well, you're in the cold purple city Prince put on the map. And I just want to say, I think that, you're headed in the same direction. You have an opportunity to be iconic and accomplish as much as anybody else. So I'm just giving you a thumbs up. So I don't know if everybody's done. I wanted to take you into the gym.
Oh, okay.
You ain't seen the gym.
I got basketball going?
Yeah, somebody told me you like basketball, so I want to get over there and just let you peep
I'm the
the
best
place
hooper in
out.
school. Just-
Nah.
Don't let that light skinned man hype your head.
So I don't know. Is there any last?
I had a couple more, but
I mean, yeah, we had a couple.
Yeah, I
of
want to ask you
questions.
one
we
thing.
got enough talking
feeling?
in.
Shit, I'm chilling.
You chilling? Okay.
for sure.
Well then, go do y'all do your thing. Keep it going. All right.
I just got the screenshot.
Let
you
me
sent
let me finish these two questions, and then we can
I was just gonna say, did you wanna?
do some like. So. But yeah, I saw you walked out. Like speaking on basketball,
me
I saw
out
you
the
walked out.
way like he did.
The Grizzlies, you're the first rapper to do that for an NBA team, and then
Oh,
being
yeah, I
from
saw that
Tennessee,
too.
That's huge.
that had to be like a surreal experience. Tell
That
me,
was too surreal.
tell me
man.
what that was like. Yeah.
I remember just in the process of them rehearsal with the Grizzlies. I just kept telling them how thankful I was, and they kept looking at me like I've never seen somebody so grateful to be, a part of something. And honestly, I just feel like I've been an underdog my whole life. So when certain opportunities come to me, it's like I take them to the heart, and I really cherish it like a baby.
Yeah.
Kind of rock it, because I feel like a lot of my life I've been overlooked. So when things of that nature happen, I just try to be in a moment as much as I can, and by doing that, I say thank you a lot. Yeah.
So you came up at a young age. Your career started at a young age. I know before that you had a childhood like anybody else. You feel me? Or any other kid growing up. How you grew up? How was it like finding out that you done went viral everywhere? Like, how did your friends and closer people react to it?
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was crazy, and it was a long-lived type of enjoyment, because when you're young, you get introduced to everything that's not what you need, but like pretty much all your wants get hyphened, and sometimes you don't be as grounded as you was. It's enjoyed, but I'm gonna be honest, when I was first blowing up, it kind of got long-lived because I had people around me that wasn't for my best interest. I had things implemented like drugs in my lifestyle that wasn't good. I don't do no drugs now. Like a lot of things I had to cut out of my lifestyle because it took control of me enjoying day-to-day things with just being able to be sober and in a moment and just soak things in. So it was long-lived. And I keep saying it was long-lived because it's something that between me and God, he knows that if I get an opportunity that comes back around and feel that sense, and I know when God bless you with certain opportunities, it come back times 10. So let's just say when that opportunity comes back times 10 of how I felt when I was first blowing up, man, this time I'm gonna do everything to make sure that nothing mess up that pursuit of that happiness, and just to make sure that, like I said, with certain opportunities that come around now, I'm grateful. I'm saying thank you. I'm cherishing it like a baby. Like I'm gonna hold on to it real tight, and I'm gonna protect the blessing God gave me now, and realize that it's for me to have, and the people that took that ride with me and stayed down. So
I remember having a conversation with one of the homies. Like it was like a group convo, but he like brought in, he was like, he's grateful for his blessings in general, because once you stop being grateful, you lose the things that you're grateful for.
You lose it. You lose it for sure. I remember I was at a low point in my life, and I had everything I wanted, but nothing I needed. And that's why I was at that point in my life. And it just got to the point to where a lot of things wasn't satisfying me, and I had everything that you would look at from the outside, you be like, man, he's supposed to be happy. But like a lot of things wasn't around that I needed.
I was just gonna ask, like, did it ever get to a point to where everything surrounding you wasn't enough to at least fulfill a piece of happiness, a piece of, you feel me?
It wasn't enough because I wasn't right within. So it starts all the way with right here, with your heart, your soul, your mind, your body.
But a lot of people the way they think, the way a lot of people think, like when they have that mindset that they're gonna come up, that as soon as they come up they're gonna be happy and all their problems are solved. I kind of wanted to get more of an inside look, at least from you, with you being closer to my age. How was that like actually, rather than having the the MTV view, the Instagram view? I want to really know how it was. You got all this money, you have everything you need at this young age that kids are wishing for, but are you really happy with it?
I was happy with it until I got disturbed from the reason why we get it. I'm gonna tell you why a lot of rappers are depressed, why a lot of rappers end up on a suicide tip, why a lot of rappers end up passing away, because God put you in this position to influence, motivate, and shed that light that He gave you. A lot of people get there and it's like they get there and yeah, for sure, you gotta have that protection. It's like they get there and they're not shedding the light. They're not living. They're not keeping that promise that they kept, that oath they made to self. A lot of people just get there and it's just like, I got walk, I got perks, I got weed, I got money, I got females. This is what I love, and this is how it's gonna be. And then a year or two go down the line, you start to realize it ain't bringing no happiness no more. So.
Right.
The reason why my blessing started to come back, because I got back one accord with what the goal was, and that's to inspire people like y'all.
Right. Yeah, this is
Now
Nipsey quote. He said, like, the highest human act is to inspire.
It's for sure.
Yeah.
Inspire, give back, come back and tap in with y'all, because if y'all don't have nobody to come back and tell y'all that, because I see futures in all for y'all right now. So if y'all didn't have somebody to let y'all know that right now, when y'all get to that point, y'all'll never know. Like y'all be like, what's wrong? Y'all'll never know what's wrong. And some people die with not knowing what it was within themselves that disturbed them from happiness. And I'm letting y'all know now, y'all just gotta align with purpose, find purpose. You get in that position to find your purpose, and then use that purpose to help inspire other people that's going through the same thing you're going through. So once you do that, that's when you get back to that fountain of youth. Right. That's when you get back to that child type state. That's when you get back to the fun. Because now I'm having fun now. Like, I'm doing what I supposed to have been doing from the jump. If I was doing this while I was 16, I'd probably be at 20 on the level of where I thought I was supposed to be during the time period where I lost it at. But now it's like God put a pause on my life, and that's like I'm resuming from when I was 16 again. So now I gotta catch up on more stuff because I'm back focused.
Lil' baby, you out